Good evening, I'm Destiny Patterson. Thanks for watching our weekend edition of KSLA News 12. Today, these teen boys who escaped from the Ware Youth Center along with a guard. They have been captured in Houston. We first brought you this story yesterday when the sheriff's office said the teenagers escaped. Let's give you a closer look at these suspects. 17-year-old Jeremiah Durham was arrested for armed robbery. 15-year-old Navariah Lane was for attempted second-degree murder, and 17-year-old Taiwan Lafitte for attempted first-degree murder. The 21-year-old security guard named Victoria Toon now faces 3 counts of accessory to simple escape. New at 10, the city of Shreveport's water and sewage dispatch is currently experiencing an outage. This outage was caused when a fiber line was accidentally cut by a tree trimmer. Service is not expected to return until tomorrow afternoon. If you have any sewage emergency, call the number that you see there on your screen, but you may notice a delay. If you need to make a payment, you can do that at the website listed on your screen. Now we're going to send it over to our first alert meteorologist, Jessica Moore. And Jessica, I know that we had some storms roll through the area, but now all eyes are up in the sky. Tell us more about that.
That's right. The lunar eclipse, or the other name for it is the super blood flower moon. It appears tonight. Now that lunar eclipse is going to start later on this evening, or closer to the end of the newscast. But we do have a couple of clouds out there still that may hinder the viewing area for the I-30 corridor. Now, I just want to get back to the weather. The good news is that severe thunderstorm watch that we had in the I-30 corridor and Claiborne Parish has expired, and we're just seeing showers and storms mainly off to our west and well off to our east. Current live first alert Doppler radar showing, again, showers and storms, not really that present here in the Arklatex, but over the last couple of hours, they looked like they were going to move into the Arklatex, but still missed us off to the west and east here this evening. So we have dodged a bullet here tonight. We're right now seeing some showers and storm, very isolated now, moving through Idabel, headed towards Clarksville here in Red River County in East Texas. Otherwise, I think things are going to be fairly dry. May get a couple more showers as it moves through East Texas overnight tonight, but thankfully not going to have to worry about we shouldn't have to worry about any severe weather. Those chances are starting to continue to dwindle as we head into the evening hours. Warm here in Shreveport at 80, 79 in Texarkana, 76 in Tequeen, currently 73 right now in Marshall. Overnight tonight, temperatures are going to be falling into the mid-upper 60s and low 70s as we head out the door. Your full forecast for Monday coming up.
We have a traffic alert to make you aware of. Starting tomorrow, the bridge located on Buncombe Road in West Caddo Parish will be closed so that it can be replaced. Construction is expected to take about 3 months. So if you usually take the bridge, you can use Highway 79 to Highway 80 to Highway 169 instead. Early voting for Texas's May 24th elections will also start tomorrow. Voters will decide on races that did not have a majority winner during the March 1st primary. Positions ranging from governor to local state representatives will be on that ballot. At least 1 person is dead and 4 are critically injured following a shooting at a California church. Deputies reportedly arrested the suspect at the scene in Laguna Woods and also have recovered a weapon. The motive of that shooting is still not clear. Meanwhile, President Biden will travel to the other side of the country to Buffalo, New York. Tuesday, he plans to grieve with the community about a racially motivated mass shooting this weekend. First Lady Joe Biden will join the president to meet with the families who lost loved ones in the attack on a Buffalo supermarket. President Biden says our resolve against racism must never waver.
We're still gathering the facts. While already the Justice Department has stated publicly that it is investigating the matter as a hate crime, racially motivated act of white supremacy and violent extremism. As they do, we must all work together to address the hate that remains a stain on the soul of America. The hearts are heavy once again, but a resolve must never ever waver.
The suspect in the shooting is expected to return to court on Thursday. Now, the search for a convicted killer in Texas is still ongoing, as authorities say this man has now been on the run since Thursday. Gonzalo Lopez escaped from a prison transport bus in Leon County. Officials say he cut his way through a metal barrier door on that bus before stabbing the driver. Texas officials say dog teams have been deployed to search over a 4-mile perimeter that starts where the bus initially crashed on Highway 7 in Centerville. Officials do believe the inmate's escape was premeditated, and they're investigating if Lopez had any help from other inmates or prison staff.
If he's still in this area, he's getting real thirsty and he's getting real hot, and he's going to start being very uncomfortable if he's not already.
The stabbed driver suffered minor injuries, and the reward for information that leads to Lopez's arrest is currently at $22,500. Officials ask that if you've seen him or if you know where he might be, that you contact local law enforcement. Funeral services were held Saturday in Alabama for the former corrections officer who went on the run with an inmate. 56-year-old Vicky White, who authorities say took her own life to avoid arrest, was buried in her hometown of Lexington. Despite having the same last name as the inmate, the two were not related. Although upon his arrest, Casey called Vicky his wife. Up until helping Casey White escape from jail, the corrections officer had an exemplary record of public service. Kids in Caddo Parish got a chance to show off their creative side this weekend at Art Break. The 3-day event made its comeback this weekend after COVID shut it down for the past 2 years. KSLA News 12's Taylor Davis stopped by the event to see their creativity.
After 2 years of no art break, it's back and bigger than ever. Not only can you walk through and look at a lot of paintings from students here in local schools, but you also can enjoy some hands-on activities like you see behind me from local artists who are helping them out.
Call this, was this just part of his whiskers?
Yeah. Third grader Austin Ayers is one of many artists a part of Art Break, a festival to celebrate Caddo Parish students' artistic abilities, offering over 2,500 visual projects from K through 12th graders, hands-on activities and performances, and also awards.
I kind of knew that I was going to make it in here this year because I made it in the last time.
We were just here to look at my and my brother's poem that got into Art Break.
And some people traveled from all over to enjoy some of the activities.
Just the sheer amount of it and like all of the creativity around here looks really nice.
All the color.
The color is so gorgeous.
And I just love it. I love the kids coming out.
Jerry Davenport has been a part of this event for 26 years.
As an artist growing up, as a young artist trying to learn from artists, and now I'm able to teach kids. I do it every day, and that's the promise I made.
To find out who won the competitions, you can find the link on our KSLA News app. Taylor Davis, KSLA News 12.
The city of Shreveport hosted the annual Paint Your Heart Out event, and our very own KSLA News 12 staff participated, painting and providing minor repairs to the homes of low income and elderly and residents with disabilities. On Saturday, as many as 50 to 75 homes got a well-deserved facelift.
Oh, it's great. Between SPD's, the Community Oriented Policing Bureau, and KSLA's team, I think we've made a great team out here. Stuff like this where I can give back to the community, especially the area that I'm working, builds a better connection between me as an officer and the community that I'm primarily working in, so I love it.
The homeowners also received smoke detectors and deadbolt locks free of charge.
Well, a little bit of rain will linger into tonight, but overall next week or heading into the work week's looking nice and dry, but that also means it's going to be fairly hot. I'll track that out and more coming up next.
This is the creation of a master woodcarver, a life-sized eagle sculpted one feather at a time. I'm Dave McNamara, and you'll meet this award-winning artist coming up in the heart of Louisiana.
When we get back, Finland officials announce its bid for NATO. What this means for Russia and the war in Ukraine. That's next.